Wall Street will get the latest jobs report in less than 90 minutes. Steve Liesman of Liesmania fame joins us now with the expectations. Steve, I saw one. Most people are at $1 million plus. I saw one at $2 million.
Yeah.
What's the high? What is the high that you
had? You had Arnetta. The highest I've seen is 2.25 million, but you had Arnetta on earlier, and that's one of the high ones. But remember, Joe, in March, only a handful of forecasters were on board with this million jobs train, with the U.S. economy adding 916,000 jobs. This time, as you say, the consensus is for 1 million jobs, and the unemployment rate could dip down to 5.8 from 6 as reopenings from the pandemic and vaccinations help put Americans back to work. Now, some forecasters, as you say, as high as 2 million jobs. And here are some of the good signs. You got the claims dipping below 500,000. The high-frequency data that we track, it remains pretty strong. And you've had this surge in job openings that bode well for the job market. Strong gains are forecast once again in some of the hardest-hit sectors, leisure and hospitality, education, and retail. We'll be looking for jobs in all those sectors. All that said, even with 1 million jobs, the U.S. economy will still run more than 7 million jobs short of the peak in February 2020. And I'll be watching closely what happens to the labor force. Despite the strong March report, look at that. It's flat. It remained nearly 4 million below the February peak. Question is whether this robust jobs market pulls people back into the workforce. Reasons for people not being on the job. Well, school openings a little more slowly than businesses, keeping some caregivers on the sidelines. Some workers remain concerned about the health risks of returning to work, and high unemployment benefits have allowed workers time to negotiate better pay packages or stay unemployed for longer than they otherwise might have. And all that is to say, job growth could get stronger still, and even with 1 million jobs, it's likely not strong enough to change the conversation at the Fed, which is waiting for a string, I say, of such reports before thinking about tightening policy.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.